Sorry, I haven't talked to anybody yet, so I had my voice. Good morning, friends. It's Nancy. We're going to try another 3 and 30 today. This time the letters O, and O is for office supplies. But I'll just take the first couple of minutes to show you a teeny tiny little thrift haul that I got earlier this week. So at the one thrift store I go to, red tags were 75% off. And I was able to get 19 sets of lace collars of various different kinds. I'm not going to show you all. I just grabbed a couple that I didn't tea dye. So this one's black lace. So they were marked at 50 cents a piece, but because it was 75% off, I paid 12 cents for each collar. And like I said, I got 19 sets. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good deal. The other ones were all white, so I gave them a bath in coffee. I got this pretty trim. I love that green butterfly. There's some rosebuds. There's not a great deal there, you know, maybe 18 inches or something, but it's really cute. So I'll put that in my little thing. Last week, this was at my bin store. That was also at my bin store, the Weigh and Pay. And last week I got this same piece of lace that was cut off a pillowcase. This week I found the other pillowcase, so I have to pick off the fabric and get it all pressed up. I don't want to buy any more buttons, but I couldn't resist these pretty little pink ones. I found this piece of lace. And it's 3 hearts. I thought I might put that in my pink Christmas journal, as well as these pink buttons. So I'll put those. And then I got this adorable little piece of embroidery of these little baby bunnies. And I think I can probably clean it up and maybe make a cover for a small journal, or I don't know. But again, this was the Weigh and Pay, so well, maybe I paid $0.25 for it. I don't know. I'm trying to get this flat so you can have a good look at it. I should have done that first. So it's kind of dirty and grubby because it was in a frame. But it's cute. So I'll work on that. All right, that's that. The next thing I want to talk about is I'm quickly coming up on 2,500 subscribers, which is really great. I'm very excited about that. So in order to celebrate that grand achievement, in my humble estimation, I am going to create a treasure box over the next probably couple of weeks or month and some, or however long it takes to get to 25. And when I did my last haul, I got a lot of nice comments on this tin, and this is a souvenir of the coronation of Queen Elizabeth, 1953. So it's definitely vintage. I'm going to clean it up a bit. It's a little grubby. And Dave, I took another look, and it says made in England, not Ireland. Gosh, you tell Brian, he's in big trouble. Anyway, so today is O for office. So the first item I'm going to put in the treasure box is this package of vintage gummed address labels. So it's not a full book. There's some torn out, but there's still quite a few in there. And these are something I picked up, I don't know where, at an estate sale or something. The original price was 4p. So it will be going in the treasure box, and that will be one of the items that will be going to a lucky winner who enters the draw for my celebration of 2,500 subscribers. So let's get our timer going here. Got a couple of ideas. One I tested because I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but okay. So here we go. We're going to start. So the first thing I want to do is take one of these vintage labels. Actually, I might even take this apart so I don't have any tear marks. This is my favorite staple remover. I have one at the office, and I put it in my pocket so that nobody steals it. You know what, even this cover would be cool, wouldn't it? I wonder if I can... I want to take that price tag off. Oh, okay. I'm not going to mess around with it right now. But that's definitely going there for thinking. Okay, so this is already nicely aged. I am going to tear off the perforated piece here. And give it a little ink. Just a little, because it's already... good and dirty. And I'll grab a piece of file folder just to... Will paper be enough? No. Is this going to be big enough? Hey, perfect. Okay. I don't know where my glue is. We'll have to get a new glue. I've probably got like 4 different open sticks of glue around the house. That's not the lid, that's the lid. I'm just going to add a little bit of this art glitter glue to the edge, make sure it is firmly adhered. So I'm kind of excited about the giveaway because I'm imagining that I'll put, you know, pieces that I find thrifting or actual embellishments that I create in my videos. So it's going to have a really huge variety of interesting things, and at least, again, in my estimation, interesting. Okay. So if you're not a subscriber yet, you should probably subscribe so that you can be bringing up that number for me so we can get to the draw. I'm always losing my knife. Okay. Gross. So it's Saturday. No big plans today. I had wanted to go to a estate sale in Buffalo. In fact, I thought even about taking yesterday off work so I could go. But no rest for the wicked. That didn't work, and I was afraid to cut it too hard. Okay. Now, I do want to make something decorative for this. And I'm going to use this as a pocket in my Jane Austen journal. So let's add some lace, because lace is always good. If I can reach some lace. Oh, buddy, come on. Time's a wasting. Oh, here's a nice piece. Anyway, I was talking about Buffalo. It looked like the perfect sale for a junk journaler. However, they are calling for freezing rain, and I'm not gonna take that kind of risk. Okay, I recently got this Tim Holtz set of dies. Let's see what would work. If I kind of like this one. Like not the whole thing, but just the top. That would be nice too. Let's see if we can find a scrap of paper that would be appropriate. No. Okay, I found a couple of scraps of paper that maybe that will fit on. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'll just grab my die cutting machine. I broke it this morning. It still works, but the plastic cover's missing. So that's no good. But it still works, so. But it scared me when it broke. I do need to get a new cutting thing. This is just too weird. Whoops. It's very delicate. See if there's any little bits that need help. All right. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this. Just going to give this a little bit of ink, just to sort of take the brightness down a little bit. There is an auction I wouldn't mind going to. I think it starts at 9:30. I might go check that out. It's not too far away, maybe 20 minutes. Okay, we will put that down. I didn't see too much like paper stuff that I'm interested in, but I did notice in the pictures that there was a lot of old calendars and a lot of vintage Valentines. So that probably is all that I'm interested in, but we shall see. I need a little picture. What have I got here that I can use? Got a little picture of Chawton, where Jane lived. Jane Austen, of course. Works for me. I'll give these, well, first I'm going to put this on some cards so it doesn't get torn. And this is just a little picture cut out of magazine. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I'm getting a lot braver with the idea of cutting with scissors instead of cutting with my knife and ruler. That's a big deal for me. So this is going to hang over the top of the pocket just a bit. That's why I wanted to add the card, just to sort of stabilize it. All right, so that's the first project done. Next project we're going to do is make some little notebooks. So I have assembled here a ton of offcuts. So I've got ledger, I've got just coffee dyed papers, I've got notebook papers. So I've got a bunch of stuff here. what I'm going to do is grab one of these guys. Maybe we'll use a J. I'm going to assemble some notebooks. I'll give this guy a little bit of ink. And then let's just assemble. So I want ones that are long but narrow. I mean, I can cut them, but why not use up what I got? And so these two I will cut down just a little. And I have some vintage brads, paper brads. So I'm just going to use my crocodile. And more or less get that together there. And put 2 holes. Oh, let's do 3. Since we've got 3 out. Oh, my fingers aren't working. 1, 2, 3. A little rusty on the inside. I'm just pushing this down to make sure that they're as flat as possible. Okay. Now, I could embellish this if I like, but I'm not going to. I was thinking I could probably stamp the word notes or memo or something like that, but I'm not going to. We'll just leave it like that. And I have a lot more here that I could use up for sure. Okay, you guys go there. The last thing I want to do is, I got this set of dies, I don't remember where. They're an older set. I looked online and they are from 2012 and it's called Office Supplies. I tested out several of the dies. I don't know how or why I would use them, but it is what it is. So, the one I did like was the postage stamp. So I want to make a little embellishment using the postage stamp one. So I've just got a scrap of this pink paper. And I'll put you down. All right. Now I'm going to add, this is the only pink ink I have, but it will do nicely. Okay, I do have some little cutouts that I have collected. This one is a picture of hats from the period, the Regency period, or the time of Jane Austen. So I'm doing lots of pastels, pink, girly, lacy. And come on, glue. Yeah, so I actually went online to look for videos, look for websites that might have ideas for using those this set of dies, and nothing really spoke to me. All right, so I want to do some more embellishment here, of course. Just gonna layer that on. Probably out of camera. And if I am, I so do apologize for that. Okay. Oh, I want it a little more overlappy. Not so square. All right. I think I want to do another die. This might be partials. So I'll do this piece of paper, that piece of paper. Let's see what happens. That's a way of using up scraps, isn't it? Okay. We still have just over 4 minutes left, though. That's kind of cute. I almost feel like I want one more. Where's my bead reamer? Oh, there it is. Pretty. I am going to trim off this end. I think. Okay, glue it down. So wish me luck at this auction. I've not had good luck at this auction. Things seem to go really high. But maybe the weather will keep people home? Maybe? What? I make sure I get all the little doobies there. I don't use my die cutter enough. The only reason I have a die cutter is because I got it at a yard sale for $10. There's 30 minutes. Okay. There we go. So let's just review this. Move some stuff out of the way. Shall we get a clean page? All right, so here's what we did for office. We used the die called the die set Office Supplies to make this little postage stamp. Layered it with a couple pieces of lace. We used an index card and a bunch of old paper fasteners, brads. And we used this address label to make a pocket. So those are my 3 projects for today. Next up is P, and for the life of me I can't remember what Tina did for P. I'll have to go back and have another look. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you're a subscriber, thank you. If you're not, you might want to subscribe so that when we hit that magical number of 2,500, you can enter in the draw for this treasure chest, which will be filled with all kinds of really cool vintage and collectible stuff. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon.